Hi everyone, my name is Jocelyn Yeo Kersing. Today, I would like to talk about friction. Friction is the force that opposes any motion between surfaces that are in contact. So, friction actually occurs in our everyday life. For example, why does this double-sided tape stop after moving for a certain distance? This is due to friction. There are two types of friction, namely dry friction and fluid friction. Today, we are going to focus on the dry friction. So, static friction force acts between surfaces at rest with respect to each other. However, kinetic friction force acts between surfaces when there is motion. So, when the object is at rest, there will be two forces acting on the object, which is the normal force and the weight. When horizontal force P is acted on the object, there will be an opposite force acting on the object to keep the object at rest. This force is known as the static friction force. So in this graph, we can see that when P increases, the friction force increases until it reaches a maximum friction force. So when P becomes great enough to overcome the maximum friction force, at this point, the object will start moving. As a result, there will be a force acting opposite to the motion of the object, and this force is known as the kinetic friction force. So, I conducted a mini experiment to show the relationship between the roughness of the surface and the tilted angle required for the object to slide down the surface and relate it to the friction force. So first, I used a folder which has a smooth surface. Secondly, I used the chopping board which has a rough surface. So now we can compare the tilted angle for the object to slide down between the smooth surface and the rough surface. By measuring the angle, we know that the tilted angle for smooth surface is 22 degrees and the tilted angle for the rough surface is 39 degrees. As a conclusion, we can say that a greater friction force is produced when object contacts with a rough surface. Therefore, a greater tilted angle is needed to overcome the maximum friction force for the object to slide down. Thanks for watching and take care.